Hey everybody, back with a new episode of Good Omens. I'm very sorry about last episode. I don't know what happened. I've been having issues ever since I switched over to the iPhone 15. I've always done these on my phone ever since the beginning, and this has only started becoming an issue recently. So I don't know what's going on. I did an update on my phone. Hopefully that was the issue, but I'm double checking, restarting my phone before I do the reaction. So hopefully it will not happen again. But I did greatly enjoy last episode, expanding the universe of these characters. And we met Anathema, who is a descendant of Agnes, who was burned at the stake, but also a seer, and her book has information about the Antichrist in it, and Anathema is supposed to hunt him, even though I guess Adam is also wanting to hunt witches, but just as a friendly thing with this, as a game. But it did make me worry that his parents were like, oh, he's nice when he's sleeping. So I don't really have a grasp on who Adam is, but if he is evil or whatever, it's a direct relation to nature and not nurture, because his parents do seem great. And on top of Agnes's descendant, you also have the one who killed her, Pulsiver. His descendant is now getting involved in witch hunting, met up with someone I think who is a relative of his, but who's really down for the cause and wants to hunt some witches. So I mean, everybody's kind of going to be going at each other, I think. But with Aziraphale now in possession of Anathema's book, going at Adam, I assume, not telling Crawley though. I wonder how long that is going to last. We shall see. But I'm really enjoying it. This next episode is called Hard Times. I can't imagine whose hard times, but I guess just in general, because from what they say, Armageddon has kind of kicked off. But it's not going to all happen at once, and especially with no one really having eyes on Adam right now. But I think Aziraphale will get to him first. Probably. We shall see. But yeah, let's get back into it.
What's all this about? Build a big boat and fill it with a travelling zoo?
Oh, jeez.
God's a bit touchy. Wiping out the human race. Big storm.
Yeah. She kind of sucks, doesn't she?
All of them. Not the kids. You can't kill kids.
Seems so.
Well, that's more the kind of thing you'd expect my lot to do.
Yes.
Right?
Father, please.
Oh, no. You're hitting all the classics.
What was it he said that got everyone so upset?
Be kind to each other.
Oh, yeah. That'll do it.
Yeah, I guess so.
It is a bit damp.
Be easier if we both stayed home. We'll just send messages back to our head offices saying we'd done everything they'd asked for, wouldn't it?
But that would be lying.
Possibly. The end result would be the same. Cancel each other out.
Yeah, sure.
But my dear fellow, well, they check. Just one of us goes to Edinburgh and does both. The blessing and the tempting.
We've done it before. Dozens of times now. The arrangement.
Don't say.
Oh.
Our respective head offices don't actually care how things get done. They just want to know they can cross it off the list.
But if hell finds out, they won't just be angry. They've both started off as angels, but you are fallen.
I didn't really fall. I just,
Tripped.
sauntered vaguely downwards.
We already have the agreement, Crowley. Stay out of each other's way. Lend a hand when needed.
This is something else.
I'm not bringing you a suicide pill, Crowley.
Not what I want it for, just insurance.
I do not think there is any point in discussing it further.
I have lots of other people to fraternize with, Angel.
Of course you do.
I don't need you.
Oh, I
The feeling
think.
is mutual. Obviously.
Oh, no. They broke up.
Obviously.
Mycroft.
Mr. Harmony.
Mr. Fell, you are late.
Margatus.
But not to worry.
Rose, where exactly are your people?
We are all here.
Not a double
Allow
cross.
me to introduce Fräulein Greta Kleinschmidt.
No.
Us.
Where you been? Still came to your aid now, didn't he?
Mr. Anthony J. Crowley, your
Get the
famed
puppet.
decision.
Anthony.
You don't like it?
No, I didn't say that.
You're all wasting your valuable running away time.
And if in 30 seconds a bomb does land here, it would take a real miracle for my friend and I to survive it.
A real miracle.
I tried to warn you.
Oh, the books. Oh,
Well,
I forgot all the books. Oh, they'll all be blown to...
Little demonic miracle of man. If you need us, the witch-funded army are here for you.
An army?
Think you've over. You know where to find me. It's the real thing.
The holiest.
wow.
After everything you said.
Perhaps one day we could, I don't know, go for a picnic. Dine at the Ritz.
You better.
Any way you want to go.
You go too fast for me, Crowley.
He's keeping up. Oh, wow. I forgot this hadn't happened yet. 30 minutes in with the opening credits. That's wild.
Excuse me for asking, if it's not a personal question, but are you a witch?
No. I'm an occultist.
Oh, well, that's all right then.
That's the same thing.
It protected the inhabitants from evil, so they believed. You can just leave him in the garden.
No, he has to do everything he's told. My father said that I can only keep him if he's properly trained. Now, dog, go inside. That wasn't that hard, was it?
The hellhound entered the cottage and a little bit more of hell burned away.
In a good way. It's changing. It's becoming good.
Strictly speaking, Shadwell doesn't run the Witchfinder army.
Oh,
According to
okay. So that
Shadwell's
was his family. I thought
papers, it is run
Shadwell
by
sounded
Witchfinder
familiar.
General Smith.
There's a village called Tadfield in Oxfordshire. Send your best people down there. I'm looking for a boy. He's about 11. This
Wait, so you know about Tadsfield?
He's a witch.
Adam, I can't see your aura.
You said everybody's got one.
I don't know, hon. It's an art, not a science.
So what else don't they teach at school?
They're clubbing baby seals. They're cutting down the rainforest so you can get a cheap hand. Watch out for genetically modified food. Don't get me started on global warming. And that's because whales have huge brains and they're hunting them for no reason. Nuclear power stations.
Nuclear power stations are rubbish.
Yes.
Oh boy.
It might have helped Anathema to understand what was going on if she understood the very simple reason why she couldn't see Adam's aura.
Oh, it's so big. It's the biggest aura there is.
The actual Antichrist might be, somewhere else.
Don't say where. Don't say where.
We're not sure. I mean, I could find out. I have a team of agents.
Casing the giant, are we?
I'm renting Jasmine Cottage.
Oh, good Lord, you're an American tourist. Sorry. Thought you were a person of interest.
Oh, I
Ouch.
You're coming here to smoke your fatty spliffers and bundle off to woo-woo land, then I suggest that you go elsewhere.
Yeah, that's
Like
what we
back
do.
to America.
What did you think of that, then?
That's an angel who's been down there too long.
I don't trust him.
Hypotheticals indeed.
Oh, God, Aziraphale. Now they're suspicious of you.
So you could just give me the plates back from last week. There's a love.
Mm-hmm. For such a harlot, you sure do keep her company.
Where exactly do you want them poking?
Tadfield. It's a
Oh
small
my
town.
God. He's
There's a
both
boy
of your
just under observation.
human
I
men.
need to know where he is at all times. I can give you his address.
Oh
I'll
my
put a squad
God.
member on the- Oh, good. Thank you so much.
It always has perfect weather for the time of year.
You call that a phenomenon?
Normal weather for the time of year isn't normal.
That
He
would
called
be a
himself Dr.
phenomena.
Raven Sable, but you know him by another name. He loves hunger.
All right, the
He
next one
loves
up to
people
bat.
not eating enough in fancy restaurants. And he's about to launch something new. Chow. Food-free food.
Food-free food.
I thought it was you. Looked around, I thought, tall gent with a beard, nice suit. It's a package for you, sir.
Why are they all getting packages? It's time.
I'm flying to England.
I'll let the jet know. When are you returning?
Who knows? Cancel all my appointments.
For how long?
The foreseeable future.
This village, it wouldn't be called Hadfield, would it?
How did you know that?
They would have found it without
Well, I suppose it can't do any harm.
Carly or
Be here at
Aziraphale.
9 o'clock in the morning.
There's people from Tibet watching everything we do through hidden tunnels.
Oh boy.
Do you think he's alright?
He's fine.
Well,
We find the boy. My agents can do it.
And then what? Eliminate him?
Someone does. I'm not personally out for killing kids.
You're the demon, I'm the nice one. I don't have to kill children. If you kill him, then the world gets a reprieve, and heaven does not have blood
that
on its hands.
is a technicality.
Oh, no, blood on your hands. That's a bit holier than
A
thou.
little
I am
bit.
a great deal holier than thou. That's the whole point.
You should kill the boy yourself.
Crawley, stop pushing
I'm not-
this.
Killing anybody.
You know, if this all ends up in a puddle of burning goo, we can go off together.
Go off together.
Together. Oh no.
Listen to yourself.
How long have we been friends?
We are an angel and a demon.
Friend.
We have nothing whatsoever in common. I don't even like you.
You
Even
too.
if I did know where the Antichrist was, I wouldn't tell you. We're on opposite sides.
We're on our side.
There is no our side,
There
Crowley.
kind of is.
Not anymore. It's over.
We're breaking up again? Take it back.
Have a nice doomsday.
Aziraphale. I don't know if it's good for Adam to get all of these conspiracy theories going in his head. Oh no! Oh no! Oh!
Looks like a sherbet lemon.
Well, this was really fun. The beginning, especially, seeing all the different points in time that Crawley and Aziraphale were a part of what was going on, and sometimes just watching it and deciding how they were going to go about things. First, they just acknowledged that they were canceling each other out. Then, one will go in and do the tempting and the saving of both, and they broke up a couple times here recently. At the end was a big one, it seems. And it's funny. It's hard to gauge Crawley, obviously, because I think he genuinely sees Aziraphale as a friend, but also he tempts him in the same way that that's his job. So it's kind of like, how far would he let Aziraphale go? He really wants him to be the one to kill Adam. But then on the flip side, Aziraphale's like, well, you do it so my hands are clean. So, I mean, they both have motives, but I genuinely believe in their friendship. And maybe more. They're so cute. I kind of ship it. Shocking that I would ship this, but I do. They're too cute. How can I not? It's I didn't realize, it took me a second to realize that the operatives that they were talking about, that they had, the human operatives, were in fact the same guy, and he's the witch finder, the Shadwell. And oh god, he's not the one, but he now knows where to go. Aziraphale told him very specifically. But it seems like Pulsifer is actually good at what he does, because last episode he had Shadwell had told him, what we do is, we read and we research, and he figured it out even without being told by by Aziraphale. So I feel like it would have happened regardless. But I still kind of also don't know what to think about Adam. The only drawback I have, or the only thing that makes me question, is that, you know, his parents were like, they said what they said, where he was like, oh, he's sweet when he's sleeping, not necessarily when he's awake. They seemed less attentive in this episode. I mean, he's trying to talk about ley lines and all of these things that he's reading. I don't know why Aunt Anthema gave him that. I mean, she had him kind of, she threw a lot at him, but those particular things, specifically this nuclear reactor, I don't know what to think, because I'm not necessarily against nuclear power, because you can power a lot of things through nuclear power, but it's incredibly dangerous. That's why it needs to be super regulated. But he kind of just inactivated it and replaced it with one of his candies. I mean, I guess that's a good thing if it was potentially gonna blow, like have a Chernobyl type event happen. But I don't really know what to make of that last part. But I am very heartened by the fact that he wanted Dog to come inside, and the only way he could do that if it wasn't evil. So he had to come inside, so that means he had to give up some of his hell power, and he's a good dog now, or better dog. We're working toward, we've already, you know, he's not the beast that he once was. I mean, he's slowly, in chunks and pieces, becoming not so much of what has been foretold. And I think that is the answer to all of this. Not who's gonna kill him, but who's gonna save him or nurture him in a way that makes him not cause the end of the world. I guess the holy water thing is like Aziraphale said, like it was like a suicide pill. Like it's Crawley's last gasp if everything goes wrong, that he can just, I guess it's the only thing that can kill a demon, the holy water. It was so fun to see him like tiptoeing in the church. So funny. But what circumstance would he use that? And the fact that Aziraphale got it for him. But I'm worried that the angels are starting to suspect, which they haven't in all of the time that we saw at the very beginning, where they've been not necessarily going by the book. Now, because, I mean, Aziraphale did talk to them, but he didn't give away the ghost, but he gave enough away where they're like, he seems like he's hiding something, which he is. But we do not need the angels to get involved any more than we need any of the demons to get involved. I really hope it can be contained to Aziraphale and Crawley and what they decide to do. But now they're going to have to contend with the angels for now, at least. But I feel like the demons are going to start noticing that their hell beast is not really seeming like a hell beast anymore. I don't know. And then where do the Witchfinders come in play, and Anathema? And I mean, all of it is, there's just so much that can happen. I mean, we're halfway through the first season. It's wild. It's so short, but you know, we're going through a lot. I think it was so fun that they took the time to show all those different instances in the beginning, enough so to postpone the opening credits for a full 30 minutes. Like they were like, no, this is the opening scenes. And it gives you a sense of everything that Crawley and Aziraphale have been through. And then to end on them breaking up at the end is potentially devastating, even though I don't think it's going to hold. I think Aziraphale is going to apologize, and they're going to get back together and hopefully be the facilitators of helping Adam not cause Armageddon, hopefully. But yeah, this was a really fun time. Still, every episode, I'm like, oh God, this Eric Kripke really capped a lot of this story for his own. There are subtle and big differences, but the players are all the same. But I guess you could say Neil Gaiman and Terry Pratchett, copped theirs from the Bible or whatever, the sacred texts. So it's just fun for me. It's fun to have this new version of the same story, really. Aziraphale is almost Cass. And Crawley is Crawley. Crawley is Crowley. I want to say Crowley just because my accent wants to say Crowley. But I try to, what was the discernment from Crawley and Crowley or Crawley? I don't even know if there was even a difference there. At least I didn't catch it. But it's so fun to me. I'm just having a really good time, especially with Supernatural ending for me very recently. So this is just a fun new take. And let me tell you, I didn't really ship Cass and Crowley, but I definitely ship Aziraphale and Crowley. So Crawley. There are differences. Aziraphale's not exactly Cass, but the trench coats, come on. But this is just, I'm having fun. This is good. The writing is so sharp, and I'm enjoying everyone that they've introduced and how it's all kind of surrounding Adam and his ginormous aura. So we'll see when they finally get to Tadfield and really start trying to influence him. But and Anthema really is the one that's had contact with him unbeknownst to her. But I don't know for the better, because I don't know if he needs to, but maybe so. Maybe they're saying he needed to do that. There are absolutely reasons to not be okay with nuclear power, just the scope of it and the devastation it can cause, and it's cleaner than oil, but it can be catastrophic. Regulation, man. Regulation. But yeah, I'm excited to keep going, see what the rest of the season has in store, and then what we'll get into in season 2. But yeah, really good episode. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll be back soon.